Live, yes, ladies and gentlemen, people around the world, welcome to the show. This is the weekly beer and video review show with me, Danny Salay, aka Travel Man Dan, aka Reading Man Dan, aka Movie Man Dan. Let's get the show started. I am so excited. We got a fun show to go. Thank you. Who do we got in the room? I already see we got 11 people. Holy smokes. This is the most people that have been in the room right off the clip, right off the bat. I'm so excited. Thank you so much for joining me. Who do we got? Yes, Tenacious Freak in the hair. Uncle John, let's get this show on the road. We got Greg Z in the house. All right. Welcome. Well, today's going to be a fun show. I got some delicious beers. Aqua Nuts, what's up? All right. Drunatic, cheers. I missed your last one. Don't worry, no problem. Duffy's here. Yes. Oh, man. I cannot believe it. Well, I'm not really sure. That ad thing is mostly has to deal with YouTube. Aston, yes. All right, you got a new avatar, Aston. I like it. And we have Martin. Yes, Martin, I made you a thank you video. I'll be posting it on my Instagram and Facebook this week for the Jimbo, for the Jim Kelly jersey. Thank you so much. We have Stuart and yes, Stuart, no shots today, please. I can't do any shots. I got to head out somewhere. Wasn't getting alerts when you were going, oh, shoot. Okay, I don't know what happened. Check sometimes when you update your phone, the alert button that comes on when you turn it back on didn't register right. Okay, so welcome to the show. We are here. I see all the regulars, and I'm so pumped. Barrow is here. Distance that can keep us away from TMD. I gotta say, man, somebody asked me the other day. They asked me, so how many people you have for your live show now? And I said, well, I think the highest we ever got, hello, Jens. I think the highest we ever got was maybe close to 30 in the room, but throughout the whole show, I think probably about 50. Hey, Aquanuts. And we have pretty much about I think the same three people was Greg Z, Barrow, and Tenacious Freak were showing up in the very beginning, and they were the only three in the room. And wow, we have definitely grown. I am rolling, and it's going to be a fun show because we got some delicious beers, some cool stuff to talk about, and you guys make the show. You guys make the show for me each and every week. I love coming here. There's never, ever, ever, ever a burden to show up and just get on. And well, although I do love drinking beer, I love hanging out with you guys. So without further ado, and doing good, Barrow. Yes, I love that you guys are all like talk to each other, and well, it's only gonna get bigger and it's gonna grow, and yeah, it's just so cool, man. A year ago I would never have known the capabilities if I just didn't show up. So proud that I showed up consistently and that you guys also are here. So let's get the show started. Today's beer is off of the Sam Adams holiday pack that we tried last week. It is another delicious beer off of their holiday pack. I do believe I've had this one maybe years ago, but I don't remember anything about it, so this is kind of like a first time drink. This is another refreshing beer, and it is Samuel Adams Assam 76. Okay, I don't know if you guys had a chance to go and get the holiday pack yourself, as we did drink a few beers from there last week. I was telling you about it, but we have two more to go. I think we're going to do the other two next week. But yeah, this one's the Sam 76. It is a lager, and let's go ahead and crack it open. It is a 4.7. I like the white label. Yeah, it is pretty nice. It's got the down here. If you look at the label, it's got this cool little hops, and they're kind of like bluish, ice blue. That's pretty cool label. I like it because it kind of looks like a holiday beer, but I don't think it actually is. I think it's just their regular lager beer. It is smooth and crisp, it says, and it's 4.7% alcohol. So it doesn't register on the super strong. And let's go ahead and take a whiff. Whew, man, that is pretty good. All right, so right away, most of the time when you smell lagers, you get that really malt kind of flavor going through. Hey, everybody from Copenhagen, Drunatic is here. But this one's got a smooth kind of smell to it, a bit hoppy. Let's go ahead and pour it, and let's see what it looks like. You're guessing light? I'm guessing light too. Oh yeah, that sucker's really light. Oh yeah. Okay, this is going to be quite a light beer. Look at that. That may be one of the lightest beers we've ever had on this show. Look at that. Wow. Okay, you can literally read my shirt through it. I can read whoever's comment is popping up. It is super light. Doesn't make it a bad beer. Now, we've had other light beers on this show that were actually really good. So you can see the carbonation in it. Pea porter. I like that. This is the pea porter. Low carbonation at the top. As we see, it's not really foaming up too much. It's green. It was here 3 minutes ago. All right, so let's go ahead and let's take a sip, and I'll tell you what it tastes like. Okay. All right, not bad. It is light. It is crisp. It has a bit of a lemon zing to it. It's not overpowering. It doesn't have that brutal hoppy smell taste that I like. Just an average beer. I'm getting some kind of, yeah, Bubba's in the house. Welcome. I'm getting some kind of like aftertaste with it. More of a, well, it is definitely lemony. It's a citric flavor. Yeah, overall, not a bad first sip. I definitely like Samuel Adams Brewery, and the Sam 76 is pretty good. So, well, now let's get into it. I don't need to go over what video we came out with last week, because, well, we didn't put one out. It was, it's getting kind of crazy around the holidays right now. So I've just been gearing up like crazy, and I'll get to that in a minute when we go ahead and do What Are You Reading? Not a bad first sip. Yes, Nate's in the house. What's up, guys? Nate Messick is in the house, and Nate will be joining me live next week. So I'll go ahead and bring it up right now. Next week, the weekly beer and video review show will be on Saturday. California, whatever, Pacific Standard Time. It'll be on Saturday at this time, I believe. It could be a little bit earlier, but Nate will be on the show. We're going to do it Saturday night because it is the holidays, and I'm going to be out at his house in Las Vegas, and so he wanted to hop on the show. We got some fun stuff for the show. We're going to be drinking it up. Got some cool like show and tell things that we're going to go through, and just going to be an overall fun show to have a Messick on the channel, on the live show. And you know, like I said, if I'm ever in your town or your city or whatever, I would love for you guys to appear on the show. So I just had an opportunity to be in Vegas for the holidays, so Nate is going to hop on the show next week. It'll be Saturday, I believe, at the same time. So stay tuned for that. It is going to be Thanksgiving. So I'm going to roll right into it. Next week, Thursday, is American Thanksgiving. If you're not familiar with it, well, it dates back a long time when the Pilgrims first invited the Native Americans to have a feast with them. And then, well, it grew over time. They weren't really certain, as I went ahead and researched a lot of the stuff, they weren't really certain if turkey was ever served, but for some reason, we serve turkey here. Somewhere around the time of Abraham Lincoln days in the 1860s, they went ahead and they made Thanksgiving a national holiday where it was, well, just kind of another holiday to go ahead and give thanks. And so that's where we're at. It is pretty much based off of the harvest that we have every winter. So it was the last week of November, because that was the last harvest of the year before the hard winter. Used to before the harsh winters came. So it was more of a dinner to get together and give gratitude and thanks for all the crops that were produced throughout the year, and that, well, the Pilgrims at that time could live off of. Even though the Native Americans had been cropping stuff, it's kind of now, well, I don't know. It's been a couple hundred years since those first early days, so the holiday much has changed. But to me, it's about getting together with my family, my friends, having a meal, watching football, and just being thankful for what we have. So I hope that you get a chance to do some of that. That is the American holiday, so it's Gregski. That's awesome, guys. I see you guys chatting down there. I love it. So I was just kind of getting through the Thanksgiving thing. Nate, really looking forward to it. Hope you're excited too. We should be having a good show. And yeah, so remember, next week the show will be on Saturday. guys, COVID's still going around. I hope that you guys are staying safe. I hope that all is well. Greg, I know, is in Poland. We have people all over Europe. I'm not sure if you guys are locking down here in Los Angeles. They've already put up a curfew, so you can't go out. 15 viewers, 7 likes. I know, right off the bat, it's pretty dang good. I gotta say, Aston, I'm excited, man. But hopefully, hey from Poland. Hopefully, you guys are all staying safe. I know this winter, we all knew this winter was going to be a little bit tougher because, well, you have the common flu that comes into effect, and just, you know, people tend to get sick during the winter months. So stay safe. I'm not going to go on to it anymore. How is your headache, Obi? Yes, I have a killer headache, guys. I've had it for 2 nights. I had to stop drinking coffee for a little bit, and let me tell you, man, this shit is real, man. Once you stop drinking coffee, yeah, it's crazy, man. It's like this headache that is just like splitting right down the side of my head. So even through this headache, we're here, we're rolling on with the show. I'm happy. If you're just hopping on, this is what we're drinking. The Sam 76 from the Samuel Adams. I don't see my dad in the house yet. I'm not sure if he made it. It's a pretty light beer. It's got a light, crisp kind of taste to it, almost a citric. And definitely, I'm getting a strong scent of lemon off the first sip. Let's go back into it. Yeah, it's really good. You know, I wasn't expecting this. I'm drinking leech. Yes, what's that? I wasn't expecting such a light and refreshing, crisp lager. When I think of lagers, I think of more of that malty grain, almost like a caramel or like a molasses hint going on in it. This one has none of that. This one is like a light, refreshing one. I might have to try that one. Yeah, definitely. I just want to have to. Yeah, you have to try this one, Bubba. It looks pretty. It's pretty light, but it's actually pretty good. And then the 12 pack. I'm sure you can get it where you are in New York. I'm sure you can just get it at the grocery store. It's got 12 Samuel Adams beers, 6 different flavors. We'll be doing another one later. Last week we did 2. Really good stuff. Samuel Adams is a good brewery. Can't go wrong with it. Hey guys, good news about the Buffalo Bills is we didn't lose today. We didn't win today, but we didn't lose because we didn't play. This is the bye week for the Bills, and we didn't play this week, so that's why we're back here at 3 o'clock. Next couple of weeks, it will be fluctuating due to their game. I don't want to miss their game. It's really important to me. Having a Stella, never wrong with that. Oh, nice, Martin. I love Stella. Stella was the beer I used to drink so much when I had a nightclub in Hollywood. I was just pounded all the time. I probably drank like 8 or 9 of them every night that we were open. It's good stuff, man. I like Stella. It's more on the cheaper side here. We got 3 yeah, okay, so 3 night games, 2 Monday nights. We will be continuing then at this regular time. After the new year, I might switch it back to a little bit earlier to help out some of the Europeans and, you know, just kind of gain my viewers. We might start, well, much earlier for me, like 10 o'clock, but for you guys, also a little bit earlier. Anyway, there we go. So this Saturday, right after the Travel Man Dan beer show, check it out, guys. Who's excited about Mike Tyson putting back on the gloves, right? Mike Tyson is fighting Roy Jones Jr. in a charity match. I just can't believe this is actually happening. Roy Jones, I believe, see today's just Roy Jones is, I believe, 49. Mike Tyson is 54. It is unreal. I just can't. It has to can't. Yeah, but you know what's crazy is there's a whole bunch of crazy rules going on. Like the referee was telling them to try to not knock each other out. Nobody will win. Let's see. Well, there's like some really crazy rules going on. I don't think they get any money for this. I think it goes all to charity. Anyway, for whatever reason, we're still fascinated. Barrow still can't wait. Aston can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. I think Mike Tyson is an exceptional example of, well, all the highs and all the lows. But, you know, the guy's been in the spotlight since he's probably like 17 years old. So we don't know what that's like as average people. So I don't see it online. I'll see it yeah, you can get it on one of the streams. I think a good stream is First Row Sports. Mike Tyson has his own vitamin energy drink here in Poland. It's called. Oh, really? Wow. See, that's crazy. Yeah, and so Mike Tyson's been busy. He's always been in the news for something. Whether now he's creating drinks and fighting Roy Jones in his 50s. But what I mean by him is he's being a good example as far as like he's 54 years old and he's in incredible shape. Wait till you see what he looks like. And so, obviously he's been in boxing his whole life and he's had really good genetics and things like that. But being 54, you can still continue to exercise, to still take your health quite serious, and still be in great shape. So looking forward to it. I don't know what's going to happen. Black energy matter. I don't know what's going to happen. It's yeah, well, I'll leave it as that. We'll talk about it. I guess we'll talk a little bit more about it before the fight, but then after the fight in 2 weeks, we'll definitely bring it back up. But yeah, Roy Jones Jr. is fighting Mike Tyson, and it's going to be one heck of a scene. Interested to see how that works out. Okay, so we also talked a little bit about Thanksgiving. So with Thanksgiving comes Black Friday. And if you're not familiar with Black Friday, it was this big thing where all the stores, the day after Thanksgiving, because typically the kids have off from school and the parents have off from work, they would go shopping for Christmas presents. So stores rolled out their prices at an extremely low percentage off. So, you can buy things, usually you can buy like electronics, maybe $50 to $200 cheaper, but the scenes, the mob scenes at the stores here in the United States are nuts. I mean, people have died going shopping because what they'll do is they'll go and they'll say like, all right, guys, PS5 is on sale, and people will literally line up like, let's see, if it's Friday morning and the store is open at say 4 in the morning, they'll line up Thursday at right after Thanksgiving. And some people do Thanksgiving early, like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Yes, I know. Some people do Thanksgiving at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. They'll eat. It'll be 5 o'clock at night, right? Then they'll go to the store and they'll set up a tent outside the Walmart or the Blockbuster. Conor McGregor smiling pack. I would like to see that. It was just insane. You remember during it was nuts. I mean, I went out one time at midnight to this place called the Citadel in Los Angeles, and it's like an outlet store, and there was 500,000 people there. You had to wait an hour to get in line. Then you have to, it will happen, I hope so. And then you had to like wait in another line once you picked out your clothes. It was just nuts. But literally, like, they'll open up the doors and they'll have like 5 PlayStations. That's it, And these people will just start running for them, and people get trampled. There's fights every year. I don't know how it's going to be this year because with COVID, a lot of stores are closed. The shopping malls definitely aren't at full capacity like they have been throughout the years. I'm just really curious how this is going to work out. But that happens this Friday. So if you're out there, if you're doing Black Friday, if you're going to go ahead and purchase some gifts, please be careful. Don't get run over. Don't run anybody over. Just take it easy. Obviously, wear a mask when you're in public. You probably won't be allowed into the store. But yeah, Black Friday. You can also get really crazy deals on Amazon too, where they deliver it, right? But the best thing, if you can do it, I know it's hard because there's things that you want that aren't made, but if you can, support local small businesses, especially in your neighborhoods, because those are the people that are suffering the most. I think Jeff Bezos and Walmart and all them, Cyber Monday will probably be crazy. Yes, I'm looking for some stuff on Cyber Monday. I'm definitely going to start upgrading my gear for the new year, so I got my eyes on a couple of things. Well, this is what we're doing if you guys are hopping on right now. We're doing the Sam 76. It's a little lager. Pretty good stuff, really light and refreshing, kind of easy sipping beer. You could probably put down at least 12 of these and be okay, but depending on your drinking ability. Tenacious Freak, Kegsy, Aston, I'm sure you guys can do it. Jens, you probably put them down too. Cheers, Tenacious Freak. Yeah, really good. It's a good beer that you just want to go ahead and drink a lot of them. Hot summer day, you can have a bunch of these, the Sam 76. Yeah, we went into a little bit about my buddy Nate. We'll be doing the show from his house next week. So we're leaving the bar studio and we'll be going over to Nate's house. But we're going to be doing a fun little thing called the Paqui challenge. And I don't know if you guys have ever tried that. Cheers, Danny. Yes, cheers, Johns. I don't know if you guys ever seen the Paqui challenge. It's pronounced Paqui, Paqui, and I believe it's some type of Japanese word. But what it is, it's called the One Chip Challenge. Yes, Martin knows. Martin knows. And it's literally one chip. It comes like this. It's like about this big, like one Dorito chip, but just bigger, right? The thing's hot as hell. Have you tried it, Aston? Have you tried it? I'm really looking forward to it. Here's the thing. You know I like to spend dumb shit on it. Don't do it. You know I like to spend. Nope. Okay. Spend money on dumb shit. I'm definitely gonna be buying one. Now Nate is a hot sauce guy. The guy just fires down hot sauce chilies. When we lived in China, he would put tons of chili on top of it and just eat it. Me, not so much. I don't like it at all, really. To be honest with you, chili to me, I could do without it. There's a few things that I like it on. I just like a little bit mild chilies. So I'm definitely gonna bring it to you guys next week. I'm scared as hell. Don't know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna have to bring the old mugs from Tenacious Freak and Aquanuts, and I'm gonna have them filled with some cheap beer. So once I eat that thing and it starts burning my mouth, I'll just have to, yeah, it's gonna be a great show. I'm gonna have to drink it down, but we're gonna be putting that out there for you next week. So be sure to check that out. Milk, yeah, that's the problem, Duff. If I drink milk, well, then can I still drink beer? Hot chili is fine coming here. Issue is more. Well, hopefully we won't have any issues at all. I'll probably turn really red. I don't know how dangerous this is in terms of like medical. Get the Pepto ready. Yeah, I'm definitely curious, but we're gonna try it. I'm gonna bring it to you. It should be fun, and yeah, stay tuned for that. It's called the Paqui Challenge. If you get a chance, just type it in, check it out. It's called the One Chip Challenge. We're gonna be doing it live next week. Should be a lot of fun, and I know you guys will have a good time laughing at me. All right, so. Micro Monday. Micro Monday is going to slow down a little bit, so I'm going to put out, I think, one more tomorrow. I believe it is my most popular video. It's the video that actually went viral for me. When I mean viral, I mean they constitute. Oh man, dude, it's like Ghost Pill Charlie. Okay, so viral, I believe, is over 50,000 views in a short period of time, and keep your fingers away from your eyes and don't get the powder on your lip. Okay, I will take that advice. Thank you, Martin. Jalapenos is not hot. Okay, no, this is like ghost pepper and like not habanero. What's up? The Carolina Reaper. So we'll try it out. But yeah. So next week, my most popular video in terms of views, that trying to train you. Yeah. Yes, that's right, Jens. That's awesome. And wash your hands before. The Chinese train video, and that's what got Jens here. That's great. That's so awesome, Jens. I'm so happy that that's a crazy video because I had no idea about it. I was just filming it on my way going from Beijing to Shanghai, and they actually told me to stop filming, so I got a little bit of what I could film. And well, I'm gonna go ahead and release about a 1-minute clip of that experience. It's like the Micro Monday, so it's even shorter than my other Micro Mondays. But there's not a lot that I can grab from that. For some reason, it just peaked at the right time. I think it had something to do with at the time I released it. Yo, what's up, Steve? How you doing, brother? Steve is here. Yes. I was just getting to say that Aston knew there was a. Oh, that's awesome, Junitek. Yeah, the Copenhagen ones. Those are. The Copenhagen videos were my favorite videos ever to make because I had wanted to go to Copenhagen for so long, and when I was there, it was just epic. I had the greatest time. But the Chinese video, what had happened is I didn't realize this. I basically made the video, came back to the United States, and then I was editing it, and then I released it like right around mid-February. Well, mid-February at that time, 2 years ago, was Chinese New Year, and so people were researching best ways to travel throughout China, you know, during the Chinese New Year and whatever. And it just caught fire. People, you know, there's so many things that I would have changed knowing what I know now as creating videos 2 years later from that video, because that was one of my very first videos. It was like my first 25 videos or whatever. There's so much that would change. And for some reason, it just broke off and shot up there. I think we're at almost 70,000. I'm not getting the cocoa chocolate. I know. A cocoa chocolate drink with a hot dog. I get a lot of shit from the Danes for that. I promise you, it's the first thing I'll do when I'm heading back to Copenhagen. Maybe next year. Yeah, so I don't know. Look for that one. It's the Micro Monday. It'll be the high-speed train, and that is a fun thing to do. I love the high-speed train in China because it's just a neat experience to go that fast, and to go cover that much miles is really fun. So yeah, check that out. I'll be putting that up tomorrow, I believe. And now that brings us to the show and tell. I told you guys already about Black Friday. I told you guys about me upping my gear. And, well, I got this really great thing I just wanted to show you guys. I mean, it's not. It's nothing overwhelming today for show and tell. But I just wanted to, I don't get paid for this. I'll put the link down in the description if you want to check it out. But this is the new tripod I got. It's a travel tripod. This is the Vanguard VEO. This tripod is badass. I mean, it's just really heavy duty alloy. If you've ever needed a good tripod, it's got this type of release. So you go ahead and this is how you kind of release it and extend it. All right, yeah, this one's awesome, Aston. If you guys are looking for a tripod, okay, there's a lot of good ones on Amazon. Copenhagen is an amazing city, yes. But this one is small, it's light, it's got 3 degrees where you can go ahead and angle this. Okay, there's a lot of other features where you can flip it upside down. It's got a quick release plate right here. These are things, it's got a ability to pan 360. All these little knobs, you can just go ahead and loosen it up and this will pan 360. Really durable tripod, but also very light. It has a little counterbalance hook right there, so once you get it all set up, if you want to hang some weight so that it doesn't counterbalance. Now, I don't use a giant lens when filming, so I don't really need that or have that as an issue. But one thing I do like about this type of thing is sometimes, most of the time, when you're out traveling, you don't know where you are in terms of cities, and you could be in some kind of rough little area or whatever that you don't really know about. I tend to kind of do a little research on that stuff from the locals. Makes your weight on your hang weights, and yeah, super nice. Yeah, it's really good. But the thing I like about this is for the counterbalance is you can go and hang your hook right here and put your bag here. So therefore, if you're filming, say you're filming yourself, you set it up right here, and I'm dropping some knowledge on you guys. We're here in Copenhagen, Denmark. You know what I mean? You're like this. You can have a visual by hanging your bag there, and you don't have to worry about hanging it on your back or having it over here and kind of having, because people will come and snatch and grab. And usually if it's right there in front of you, you can have a peripheral. If somebody's getting close to your camera, you can always stop and get closer to it so that you can protect your stuff. So that's what I like about that. It is used for counterweight when you have heavier lenses, but I like it for the travel aspect. And then the cool thing about this thing is it locks and loads. Steve, I don't know, maybe you and Katie want to get something like this. It's really good tripod, and it fits right like this on top of your backpack. So you can put it like right here. It also fits on the side of the backpack. So this is today's show and tell. It is the Vanguard VO2 265 CB. Those are the technical terms. It's really just a pretty good tripod. I use a different tripod for this show, but this one I needed a really good travel one. Definitely like it. How long can it get? It can get up to 71. So if you're pretty tall, 71 is pretty good. It's definitely gonna get most things if you have a wide angle lens. Well, yeah, definitely check this one out. And it's a good, yeah, we got one last summer. It makes all the difference, because the thing is if you're out there shooting and you got good gear, the last thing you want is a shitty tripod, right? And it just makes it better. It's just more stability. Just something about it. It just makes it more better. Now, for Black Friday, I'm gonna go after what angle lens for the big dollies. Well, for me, I use an 11 to 22 when I'm out vlogging. So it's basically, it covers a more of a wide kind of look. But I'm talking about if you want to use, let's see, like a 72, like those big white lenses, that can pretty much sometimes tip over. I've never had that issue because I just don't use that. I don't have that type of lens. I use a single lens on a mirrorless camera, so it's not that heavy of a component because I need to grab and go. And that's one of the things that I'm looking into right now. I'm probably going to purchase for Black Friday is, I don't know if you guys are familiar with DJI, and DJI makes the great drones, they make the great gimbals, but definitely looking into grabbing the gimbal, the SC2, the Pro, and you know, it's just lighter. It's the Ronin SC, it's called. It's a badass kind of handheld camera that you can hit a whole bunch of angles from. If you get a chance to check it out, I know Adorama in New York City has a really good deal for it right now. It's under, I want to say, $310. But don't buy it unless you absolutely need it. I plan on doing a lot more traveling in the next couple of years. So, and just for me as a filmmaker, I want to go ahead and have that handy, an arsenal. Do you have a lamp? No, I don't. Sometimes I use a ring light. You know, if it's really dark conditions, things like that. Like a face, like the ring, right? Is that what you're talking about today? I don't use that, no. I kind of light mine more like a studio would. I know that sometimes most talking head video vloggers or whatever you want to call it on the internet, yeah, they put up a ring light and they'll have it right here. And you know, it really does make you pop and stuff like that. But I use a different lighting setting for this particular studio setup that I have because I have 3-point focal lighting. I have lighting over there, I have one there, and I have there because I wanted to make it look a little darker, if you will, and a little bit more of like a bar setting, as you see my beautiful bar behind me that I never drink the bottles from. So I particularly use a different lighting setup than one like that because those ring lights, those headlamps that you're talking about, they tend to just wash out the background and they leave you in focal. Which is good. It's really good, and a lot of people like that. But for me, I want the background to kind of still be there and have that kind of smoky Irish bar, American-looking bar look. And yeah, I think we're doing pretty good with it right here. Now, as I continue to go, the ring lamp light your face up and your eyes more. Yeah, that's true. It definitely does that. So it might be a good thing that I don't have it. But maybe we're gonna continue evolving. Thank you, Bubba. We're going to continue to trying stuff, grow, but that's what's on the docket. If you get a chance to check out the tripod, check it out. That's today's show and tell. The Ronin SC and the Ronin S are badass gimbals if you're ever interested in that. This is what we're drinking. It is not pea porter. It is Sam 76, okay? It is a really good, light, crispy. I like the light used. Thank you, Journatech. Yeah, I messed around with a bunch of lights before. I had the ring light. I have one, but I just don't use it that much. Where I typically use it for, well, if I do like a work thing. Here we go. Skull, Journatech, skull. Ah, yes. All right, that is some good stuff. Yeah, really good, tasty beer. Sam 76, right in line with all the other Samuel Adams bottles of beer. All their product is good. It's got, like I said, that really light, kind of easy going down and down it go. It's got a really light, easy flavor to it. If you're looking to try a lager, a lighter beer, and well, you don't really like the way that some canned beers taste, you don't like that really carbonated lager, and you don't like that really malty lager, I would suggest this, Sam 76, because Sam 76 has got that hint of citric. Okay, it's got an aroma of some type of lemon or grapefruit going on. Not as powerful as some of the IPAs that we've been pounding throughout the year, but just enough to kind of make it a little bit easier. If you're not an average everyday beer drinker, or you're an occasional beer drinker and you just want a nice, clean, refreshing beer on a hot day, or maybe with your dinner, but you don't want an overpowering porter or an IPA that's going to leave you with a funky aftertaste, that's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. Journatech, yeah. That's the flash lamps are great. I mean, especially for photography. It's like, you know, they don't waste any you know, battery energy. Whenever you take the picture, they burst that shot of the light. So that's pretty cool. So and you know, I love all your pictures on Instagram. You're doing great. So keep it up. But yeah, Sam 76, really good, delicious lager. One thing that it did lack from me is, well, I like that kind of strong taste. DJ Magic Drone. Yeah, that DJI Magic Drones are amazing. Mavic, yeah. Um, that's I gotta tell you, I don't know if I told you guys this before, but if you go on DJI's website or go on YouTube and check out their farming drone. I forget the name of it. It's a big, high-powered farming drone. It goes up and flies over crops, and it helps farmers with agricultural. It takes scanning sessions of what, like their crops, and tells what is low, what needs more water, what's growing good. All kinds of weird analytical data that's been going on for farming. But DJI hired me as their actor. So if you watch the commercial, I'm the actor in the commercial, which was pretty cool. That was a lot of fun for me getting on back on set, and yeah, it came out actually really good. So if you get a chance, check out, just type in the DJI farming drone, and you'll see me. I'm the actor and the farmer. And I want to tell you something real quick about the other acting. So also quick, I'm gonna give this beer a 7.5. 7.5, good score. Really good beer. Definitely suggest it. Is it the first one I'm gonna grab in the holiday packet? No. I like a little bit darker beer. Is it good? Yes. Definitely suggest first time people that are getting into more crafty beers, different flavor beers, moving on from your old Milwaukees and your Paps and your Blue Ribbons into something more like this. It's a good nice little transfer, and it's a nice first beer to get into this world. So yeah. Not bad at all. Now, as you know, one of the things about YouTube and why I started YouTube is because as an actor, I felt like I wanted to create more. I always wanted to continue to grow, and man, I did not know all that. Yeah, check it out, man. So yeah, so I got a chance to hop on set this past week, which was a lot of fun. A student like short film. And my friend of mine was the stunt coordinator who was doing the fights with the main actor. And then DJI is awesome. And they're good people too. That's what I like about them. And he asked, I asked him, I said, hey, can you get me on? And he got me on. I'm in a real quick, short scene. I play the getaway driver. We're about to rob this house. But what's really cool is working with nice people. As you can see, I posted it right there on the you can't really see the lighting sound. Yeah, it's kind of, a little bit. This is Joe. He's the director. This guy, his name is Hart Denton. I don't know if you guys watched the show Riverdale. Boy, you're really screwing up my plans. I don't know if you guys ever seen the show Riverdale. But Hart Denton is one of the actors in that, and he was also in a show called 13 Reasons Why, and we had a scene last week, Monday, so it was really fun to get back on set. I'm in the one scene, I drive up, I'm basically the getaway, the wheelman driver to Hart, and it was really cool. It was really fun to work with good people like that, so got back on set. It's always exciting for me to, go out and use my skills as an actor and get in front of like some heavy duty cameras, I like to call them, and not just YouTube. I'll always continue doing YouTube, but while I'm continuing doing, I'm still pursuing my career as an actor, and it was a lot of fun to get back on set. Really good fight scene. My friend ended up doing a really good job, not only being the stunt coordinator, but also hopping on there and being in the fight scene. So cool. Yeah, thought I'd fill you guys in with that. That's what's going on. So now I want to go ahead and we'll talk a little bit about the favorite thing called What Would You Rather. What Would You Rather is our segment where I go ahead and I ask you, I go ahead and ask you 5 questions. The 5th one is usually gross. Today it's not going to be gross. It's going to be just a flat line, really easy, good question. You don't have to answer back. You can wait till after the show and put it down in the comments. I'll always respond back to it. I'll do the best I can if you go ahead and put it up here. But here we go. So what would you rather? Would you rather go, Fight Man Dan, yeah, yeah. Would you rather go to Bolivia in South America or Mozambique in Africa? All right, so where are you going, guys? You have 2 totally different regions, Africa and being in like the sub-Sahara. Martin likes Bolivia. And then you have Bolivia, which is, well, the bottom part of the Amazon, and it's mountainous and it's very thick jungle that is, well, kind of the tail end of the Amazon. So really cool, different area. You have the capital city, Santa Cruz, and Mozambique Africa is it's just a beautiful place full of animals, and it's one of the regions where the Serengeti takes off, so it's the migration of animals. Just really beautiful people in Africa. It's a tough one because I've always wanted to see Bolivia and South America. I had some friends in college, good friends of mine that I hung out with daily, and they were all from Bolivia, and they've always told me about how cool it was. Definitely want to go there and see some of the indigenous, like I believe they're like of the Inca tribes, or probably some subsidiary of the Incas, but definitely always interested in the forest, unless your name is Newsom and Pelosi. Yeah, we'll get there one day. But also, I wanted to go back to Africa. I worked in Africa for a little bit when I was in the United States Peace Corps. I worked in the country Zambia, which is just above Mozambique, and I can't wait to go back there one day now that I'm filming more travel stuff. So for me, it's Mozambique. I definitely want to go back. I definitely want to bring some of my family, like little Stevie, something back from Africa. And I just want to go and just see it again, just be there, just try the food again, just enjoy it. And hopefully one day I'll get a chance to see them both. Where would you go? What would you rather do? No, question number 2. What would you rather? All right, this one's tough. All right, any flavor you want. Pomo Punk, I really want to see. Yes, that place looks awesome. I'd go to Bolivia. Nice, Barro. Okay, what would you rather? What would you prefer? Any flavor you like. Milkshake, right? You could have cookies and cream. You can have peanut butter. I think we need some shots to cure that headache. I can't, Stuart. I don't even have any shot glass. Would you go strawberry? Would you go classic chocolate? Any flavored milkshake in the world that you can think of, or would you go fruit smoothie? Okay, very similar, right? But instead, the fruit smoothie is a little more grainier. Okay, it doesn't have that sweetness to it. You're going strawberry milkshake or strawberry smoothie. Banana, whoa, good one, Trunatek. That is a good one. That is so tasty, actually. A banana milkshake. You know, I'm gonna just go ahead and say it right now. You can have a banana fruit shake or a fruit smoothie, and you can also have a banana or a banana milkshake. But Drunatic, I'm going with you. I am definitely going with milkshake, and I would probably pick a peanut butter banana milkshake. I love that. That sounds delicious. What would you rather? I'd love to hear from you. If you don't want to put it up there right now, put it in the comments after the show. Number 3, milkshake, black or blueberry. Nice, good job. All right, okay, number 3. What do you like milkshake? It would be a blueberry, blackberry, strawberry smoothie. Both awesome. I would go with the milkshake. Yeah, even a straight banana milkshakes are so good. All right, here we go. So what do you like the smell of better? Which would you rather, okay? That first light of the cigarette, you know, you just click it and you just catch somebody smoking a cigarette, and it's like not all the way through, not when they're halfway through it and they're just like cranking on it. You know, like this, like just that first light, and you just smell just a little bit of that light tobacco. I love that smell. Always reminds me of my dad. I don't even know if my dad is here today. I don't know what happened to him. I thought he was going to be here. But would you rather the first smell of a cigarette being lit, or you open up a nice big box, right? 72, maybe 118. However, it's a big box of crayons. You know that fresh smell of crayons? And you're just like, oh, was he? You just smell that fresh smell of crayons. Oh, that's just a weird smell. It's very different than a lot of other smells. That wax, whatever they use to make Crayola crayons out of, I always have that smell. Reminiscence of when I was in kindergarten. Smoke, yeah, Dad's here. All right. So for me, I'm going with, well, the cigarette smoke. It definitely, I don't smoke. I don't care if you do. It doesn't bother me. Martin, you're good in our way. Yeah, but I definitely like the smell of a cigarette. Anyway, number 4. Number 4 is, what would you rather listen to? Okay? Do you like the hip hop? Do you like the hip hop music? or more. It's like, look at my chain, look at my watch, look at my drip, look at my you know. Okay, do you like do you like that? Oh, Pipe Smoke's a good one. You tenacious freak. Do you like hip hop music or do you like country music? And I'm talking about American country, like she's gone, do 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 do. Okay, you know what I'm talking about, like singing about being home, your girl left you, the dog, cold beer, good old country music. Which would you rather? I love all kinds of music. Yes, I agree. I'm always in some type of different mood, right? And so it's hard to distinguish what's your favorite music because you're in different moods all the time. So for me, this one is hard to choose, and I'm also agreeing with but pop and rap these days, I can't relate any of it. You know, I don't bling bling, and I don't have this, and you know, it's always about what they have, and they're, you know, and how great they are because they have these things, and I just can't relate to a lot of that stuff. And then, like the rap stuff is about like hurting people and killing people, and I just a lot of it is, you know, I just can't really relate to that. I like beats, and I do get in the mood to listen to some hip hop and stuff like that. But for me, I definitely would prefer to listen to more country music. I like country. I can relate to it a little bit more. It's nice. It's soothing. Not all country. Some country sucks. You know, it's just like it's hard to listen to that twang and listen to my dog left me and I'm real down 'cause my girl don't come around. You know, I just that kind of stuff I don't really care for. But there's some country that just, you know, resonates. So I'll prefer to listen to country. All right, here's number 5. Older country music fan, new country, yeah, twang, yeah, yeah, exactly. Twang is like, well, I tell you what, boy. You're there, I reckon, Dan. Swing Man Dan. Oh, singing Man Dan. There you go. You'll see me on one of the upcoming reading mans. I'm singing away. And I'm in production. Well, I'm in pre-planning for next year. I'm going to be putting out a Travel Man Dan Christmas album. It's going to be freaking awesome. Okay? You guys, you're going to love it, man. All right, here we go. So number 5. What would you rather? Would you rather? Okay, this time I didn't want to get disgusting this week. I just wanted to squeeze this one in. But what would you rather give up? No, it's not a disgusting one. You can never ever eat this again. Okay, which would you rather? Would you rather give up chocolate? Okay, fantastic. Would you rather give up chocolate? No more chocolate for the rest of your life. You can never eat any chocolate ice cream. You can never eat any chocolate swirl, chocolate cereal, nothing. I always say something when I'm down and so weird. Brace yourself now. Cheese. No more cheese for your life. What? No. You can never have blue cheese, Swiss cheese, Gouda cheese, cheddar cheese, no cheese. Absolutely. You're not a cheese eater or you're not a chocolate eater. My buddy AJ never eats chocolate. I think that's so weird. Hard. Okay, so this is the way I look at it. Cheese is probably pretty good for you. And, you know, in small amounts, I'm not a cheese eater. Oh, that's perfect. Ask then. But there's so many good things that come with cheese. Just any pretty much meal becomes better with cheese. Get out of here, bacon. Don't even worry about it. But then chocolate comes in so many different flavors. Still eat the only pizza with other toppings. Yeah, I know, but no. And I absolutely love chocolate. After really going through this, and chocolate is considered healthy for you if you eat the right amount of chocolate and the right percentage of cacao flour. Is that right? Cocoa flour? Something like 85% and above. It's supposed to be pretty good for you. But even though I love them both, I'm going to put away the cheese, guys. No more cheese, please. And I'm taking the chocolates. Give me the chocolates, okay? Because there's nothing sweeter than the right chocolate. So I'm going to put the cheese aside. Can't have it no more. What would you rather? Thanks a lot for hanging with me. We didn't get disgusting today. That was still a lot of fun. Either cheddar, cheese or chocolate. Yeah, you wanted the disgusting. Now is the time for the next beer. We knew that. All right, here we go, guys. So this one is also coming off of so much better. Yeah, cheese. Oh, do you want to go on cheese? Chocolate pizza. Hey, they have that here at Sam Adams. Now this one is a stronger beer, so we're gonna get a little more tipsy, right? A little bit of tipsy on here, and definitely love the label on this chocolate free too. It says boldly and hoppy. That's definitely the kind of beer I like. And guys, this is today's second beer, the Sam Adams American IPA. Check it out. Ooh, nice little label. Once again, going with the red label on the holiday flavor. Let's go ahead and crack this sucker open. I'm going to go ahead and pour it in. Who's guessing dark? Who's guessing light? I'm going to guess dark. Yep, darker. Nice gold color to it. Right? Yeah, it's not too dark, Aquanuts. It's it's like an amber kind of goldish color. You can still see through it. It's not too dark. It's got a strong smell to it. Yeah, you can smell all the good hops in there as I cracked it open. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's really good. Oh, Dad, this is the one. Ooh, American IPA. Oh, that's good. Really refreshing, just like the last beer. Not an overpowering hoppiness where it gets your cheeks going, which I actually like. But the thing I like about this is that it's smooth and you still taste all the hoppies. It tastes like this beer I used to drink in Shanghai called the IPA was called the American IPA. Dad, help me out. Which one was it? Really good, delicious first sip. Definitely on par with all the Sam Adams Day. You wanted to see me sing, you're going to get a chance to see me sing. So, this week is a video of Travel Man Dan making the theme song for the Travel Man Dan intro. So each and every intro of every video will be about a 20-second. I'm going to try to shorten it up as much as possible. But we're going to make a Travel Man Dan theme song like travel around the world, do with Travel Man Dan, seeing places, meeting people, having a good time with Travel Man Dan. Do all right, you know, like very cheesy kind of late '80s, early '90s. But so I teamed up with my friend of mine who was at the American Music Institute in Hollywood, and he is a producer as well. So we went ahead and we recorded some tracks. He went ahead and did his musical producing thing. We also did, you've probably heard it before, thank you. You've also heard me, that intro of Food Friday, Food Friday, Food Friday, Food Friday, Food. Okay, we also did that. This is the behind the scenes, the making of it, okay? Forget the Christmas. Dad, it's coming, don't you worry. We got we put it on stall this week because I'm doing the reading this year. The Christmas album's coming out, but until then, you can check out this week's video on Wednesday of the Travel Man Dan theme song making at the Hollywood. And we're back. So, hey, happy quick and short. That's it. If you want to know how to stay in history, November 22nd, 1497, Portuguese navigator Vasco da Gama rounds the Cape of to India. Now, why was this significant? Look through history. Look at the connection. Are you guys still there? I have no idea what happened up. I know it freezes right around 50 minutes. Can you guys hear me? Let me know if this is current. Are you guys lagged behind or are you with me? Hello? All right, I'm back. Good to hear. Did you guys hear the first day in history? I know, I gotta fix this. I'm sorry. All right, so on this day in history, okay, here it comes. On this day in history, November 22nd, 1497, Portuguese navigator and explorer Vasco da Gama runs the Cape of Good Hope on his way to his first voyage from Europe to India. Wow, how significant is this? This is huge because, well, this basically started bridging the gap for other ships and then our way into the eastern part from Europe. So huge exploration, huge navigator, Vasco da Gama. All right, Barrow, it's your favorite now. Yes. Barrow, I don't know if you learned about Vasco, but yeah, in 1497, on this day in history, he left Portugal and he went around the Cape of Good Hope and ended up maybe in India near your house. All right, on this day in history, November 22nd, 1908, the first USA versus Japan baseball game happened. It was the Reach All-Americans defeated the Waseda University 5-0. Now, this is important because, well, Japan is now really well known for its baseball, and over 100 years ago was the first game that Japan ever played the United States. Really competitive game. 5-0 is not a slaughter, right? Especially for a country that really wasn't as versed up on baseball as the United States have already been playing for 30 years. Anyway, on this day in history, 1908, that's what happened. On this day in history, November 22nd, 1927, the first snowmobile patent was granted it to Carl Eliason of Sire, Wisconsin. Now, why is this important? I have no idea. I just think it's awesome when people go ahead and they invent something so cool, right? Especially like the snowmobile. It's like a motorcycle, like a car, but it's on snow. You're going to see a lot of them in Buffalo, New York. You probably see a lot of them up north in Denmark and Scandinavia. And just think it's really cool to continue to give people the credit that actually invented that. Because think about it, somebody someday, very soon, he's going to come and put out a patent for an invention that 30 years from now, or in this case, well, over maybe 90 years, is still in use, and the technology is going to change on it. But I think inventing things are so significant to our life, and I'd like to give these people a shout out. So on this day in history, in 1927, Carl Eliason, you got the patent for the snowmobile. Thank you so much for your invention to this day in history. And well, moving right along, November 22nd, this day in history, 1930, Elijah Muhammad forms the Nation of Islam in Detroit, Michigan. If you're not familiar with that, it's a pretty interesting. Hey, Frank, what's up, man? Good to have you here. We're doing this day in history. Frank, you're a history teacher, aren't you? I knew Frank back when I was teaching in Shanghai to North Dakota. I'm trying out Coors Light. Nice. Economics. Oh, shit. Okay, I know nothing about economics. I thought we... but anyway, whatever. We're doing this day in history. Good to see you, Frank. Cheers, guys. Thank you so much. Frank, if you're just hopping on or with Frank, we're drinking this one, Sam Adams. It is good stuff. We are drinking the American IPA. I really like this one. It reminds me of the IPA that we used to drink with my father in Shanghai Brewery, where it wasn't too strong. It was just right, enough hops going on that it gives you that bitter taste, but not overpowering where it's rank and skunky. Yes. All right, on this day in history, November 20. Let's start this all over. See, that's the fun part about live, and because now I know you guys, right? Big hugs and cheers to y'all. If this was a regular shooting video, cheers, Danny and people. Cheers, Junatic. I would just cut it and then edit it out. Frank, I think it's so cool that you're here, man. I really do. I met Frank years ago when we were teaching. I was a substitute teacher at his school, and I'm glad that you're here, and you're here now within our community each and every week. So pumped about that. So thank you for joining us. On this day in history, on November 27, 1963, sadly, something terrible happened, and it was U.S. President John F. Kennedy was assassinated by Lee Harvey Oswald while riding in an open car in Dallas, Texas. JFK, yeah, so I was not even a thought, but I know we have some older people in here, and Dad, where were you? Uncle John, where were you? Uncle John, you might have been, I don't know, where were you guys? So do you guys remember this day in history? Yeah, JFK was assassinated in 1963. And we all know, if you've ever seen the movie or the conspiracy stories and Dad was in school. Did they send you home that day, Dad? Oh, no problem, Frank. Absolutely, man. It means a lot, dude. Yeah. Wow. So, well, it's a tragedy. Definitely is a tragedy. Yeah. 53 was not here born yet. Yeah. 10th grade, Uncle John. All right, 10th grade, Uncle John. So you were just getting into the pot, probably doing a little boozing. Unfortunately, did they send you home? Anyway, on this day in history, that's what happened. Let's move on. On this day in history, November 22nd, 1986. We talked about him fighting next week. Okay, we're talking about on this day in history, 1986, Mike Tyson, at 20 years old, becomes the youngest heavyweight boxer ever by knocking out Trevor Burbick in round 2 in Las Vegas to earn the WBC title. And it was like, oh my, after that, Mike Tyson was on. He was wrecking people. Uncle John, yes. Lisa's here. You guys remember? I vaguely remember that. I remember where I was when Buster Douglas beat Mike Tyson. I was at Joe and Kathy's house because they got HBO, and we went over there to watch it, and I was devastated. But on this day in history, in 1986, Mike Tyson was 20 years old, and he won the WBC title. I remember that fight. My buddy bought the pay-per-view, and I was in the Oh, shit. Bubba, that's awesome. Isaiah, what's up? Yes, guys, we have somebody new. Isaiah, welcome to the show. Thank you for hopping on. I appreciate it. This is what we're drinking, the Sam Adams American IPA. Good to have you here. Pleasure to have you. First of all, Bubba, that's one of the greatest memories, you know. You don't know, but you have to pee so bad, and you run to the bathroom, and Mike Tyson makes history while you were taking a pee. Or, yes, you know what, Frank? I'm not sure where you are, but if you get a chance, check out, Frank, the IPA, holiday IPA from Sam Adams. Really good stuff. The holiday pack's got 6 different beers in it. Where you gotta go, you gotta go. Yes, I know all too well. I would drink Aqua Nuts. Hey, Fontana's in the house. Yes, what's up? Oh, that's awesome. You want, guys, I don't know if you saw that last one, but Frank is 1 mile away from the Sam Adams Brewery. Dude, that's awesome. Freaking awesome. So guys, that was this day in history. Hope you enjoyed it. I would love to do it. When things get better, Frank, you know, safe and everything, COVID and stuff like that, yeah, maybe by the summertime, I'll come there, and maybe you can come with me, and we'll go do a little tour, and we'll film it, and we'll have a good little video. That'll be fun. I'd love to do that. And we both like beer, so frig it, let's do it. All right, guys, this is what we're drinking, the American IPA. This day in history is done with. Let's go ahead and sip this. I'm going to tell you what are we reading, what are we watching. No chuggy chuggy. And then we'll go give you the quote of the day. Picked up 2 and 212. Yes, Uncle John. Yes, Uncle John. You know how to do it. I want to hear, Uncle John, I'm going to call you on Thanksgiving. All right, I'm going to definitely call you. And I want to hear you 4 or 5 beers in with Cousin Johnny. Definitely Aunt Pauline, just get hammered down, drink the whole case. All right, guys, now it's time for what are you reading, what are you watching? Now, you know that I definitely love to read plays, books, movie scripts, but all my time right now is being condensed and crammed into, well, I got about 30 days or so to pull this off. I am not doing any substitute teaching at the moment. Unfortunately, with the pandemic and everything, I had to take a professional job, so I'm not doing any substitute teaching. I hope to one day return back to teaching. You know, I'm really going hard after my acting career and to be as a working actor, but I would say, you know, if I couldn't do anything else or I didn't have any aspirations, I would definitely like to go back to be a full-time teacher. I love working with students. I love the faculty. I love that each and every day is kind of like a sober nightclub when you go to school. Like, there's people there all the time, like your shirt, don't drink, yeah. I just love that when you go to school, the energy and the buzz around being at school is so much fun, whether it's from the students or whether it's from the faculty. Each day is different. I just really love that. So we'll see what happens, Isaiah. But thank you so much for being a good student, and I appreciate that. But now I'm telling you guys, what are we reading? What are we watching? What type of teacher I was? I like to say I was a fun teacher. You know, I always had fun. We always got our work done. You know, but you know, I definitely would try to go down to each level where I needed to be with each and every grade is different. You know, I taught from kindergarten to high school. Each and every student is different. Thank you, Frank. Yeah, I appreciate it. You know, I really enjoyed it, and I never disliked not being in a classroom. So for me, it came very natural to be around people and to be around young people and to, you know, talk stories and definitely get the work done too. You know, I needed to be put in the right situation. Like I couldn't do things like mathematics or economics. Okay, we all like Frank. Yes, yes. All right, he's dude. Trust me, Frank's one of us, guys. All right, but this is what we're reading. This is what we're watching. Yes, I did. All right. I loved it, Drunatic. I loved it. We are reading all of these books, and this is only half of them, okay? Because what are we reading? We're doing the Vlogmas. Come December 1st, all the way until Christmas, you will have a story each and every day of reading Van Dan, reading a Christmas story. All right, we got Frosty the Snowman. We got the Littlest Elf. Look at this, the Littlest Elf. We have this one, the Christmas coat, okay? Olaf, the night before Christmas, the biggest Christmas tree ever, okay? We have the construction site Christmas, and so many more, like Charlie Brown and Rudolph. And then my favorite, the one that I cannot wait to read to you guys, the one that it's really, it's just gonna be so much fun for me, the Muppet Christmas Carol. Look forward to this. But each and every day for the month of December, you will have a Reading Man Dan video out on YouTube. That's why we're not doing regularly scheduled Travel Man Dan. That's why we're not doing the Micro Monday. I'm putting all my focus on 24 straight videos. One to, you know, right up to the day of Christmas of just giving this, because I wanted to go ahead and make something cool, creative for kids to, you know, be able to watch some fun things, maybe in their classroom. All it takes is a couple of different school districts to catch on, to show my books around Christmas time. You never know, right? Hey, can't wait to know. Yeah, Christmas is really cool. We're even doing one Hanukkah book for all my Jewish buddies. So, yes, I love it. And Drunatic sent me a picture of her kids or family members watching Reading Man Dan, the Lorix video that I put out. So much fun. Absolutely love it. You know, having the ability to entertain people for me is so, I'm so grateful for it. That whether it be on travel vlogs, food vlogs, or reading vlogs, or right here on this live show, I'm so grateful for it, and I feel blessed about it. And so I really wanted to push forward and put something on special for this Christmas. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm reading. That's what I'm not watching, but what I am watching is a really cool show, a cool movie actually. If you guys check this out, it's a new movie and it's on Amazon. It's called The Vast of the Night. Okay, I don't know if you heard about it or seen it, but if you ever remember Fire in the Sky. Fire in the Sky came out in like '89 and was like the first abduction movie that was out, and it did really well. It was a really good movie. But this movie called The Vast of the Night takes place in the 50s, right? The old doo-wops in like the mid-50s, and it's really cool because it talks about, oh, you've seen it, Bubba, that's awesome. I'm not going to give anything away because I've only just started to watch it, but that's what I'm watching. It's really good because it's this lady and she does like a young girl and she's like a dispatcher that wants to be on part of a radio, and she's picking up all these frequencies of something that she doesn't know. It was from my job at kindergarten, not my kids out. Oh, that's awesome. Yo, keep showing them kindergarten kids the videos, please. Thank you. Don't show them the beer videos, especially me doing shots. But yeah, check out The Vast of the Night. It's going to be an awesome movie. I know I got through already 20 minutes of it, but that's what I'm watching. I'm reading all the Christmas books. Let me know down in the comments below what you're reading, what you're watching. Always try to stimulate your mind from different angles, whether it's going to be a play or a classic novel, or this really cool fantasy book called The Way of Kings that I'm about to start, and then go over here and kind of lay off on it and watch something really interesting, and maybe something that's trending or something that you've always wanted to see. Really just kind of put your mind in all these different situations. Things are stressful still. They're getting more tight about all the things that are going on with the COVID. And really, a good way to ease your mind is read something, watch something each and every day. And let me know down below what you're reading, what you're watching. What are we drinking? We're drinking this American IPA. I'm going to go ahead and slug this down. It's a delicious beer. I'm going to give it a score. I'm going to leave you with the quote of the week, and then we're going to get out of here and let you guys do your thing. But thanks again. Here goes the last sip of the American IPA from Sam Adams. Oh, that's good. It's juicy. All right, that's a juicy flavor. It's got a juiciness to it that I can't explain. It's like I sipped it down slowly. Yeah, I can open up the gullet and guzzle it down and not even feel it, and just boom, that beer is gone. But when you slowly sip this American IPA, it's got a juicy flavor to it. It's a real nice degree of hops in it, not overpowering it. Thank you so much. It's got just the perfect amount. It is a strong beer at 6.5%. So if you can get through a 6-pack, then you're either going to be the life of the party or you're going to be the upset of the party. And well, either way, you're still going to probably like it. Like juicy beers, yes. Definitely like this one. I'm going to give it a good score of an 8.5. That's right, 8.5. Definitely would try this again. It's got almost a floral, perfumey aroma going off of it. Thank you, Bara. It's really got a lot of complexity going on in here. So this one got 8.5. This one got a 7.5. Guys, you can drinking Sam Adams or Adams Brewery, right? In the States, we just call it Sam Adams. You just can't go wrong. They make a variety of beers. Stay tuned for, well, I would say sometime between now and a good beer. Once again, if you get a chance, check it out. It'll be in the holiday pack of any grocery store or beer store here in the United States. In Europe, it'll be probably harder to find. India, I have no idea. Laos, if you're still here, I'm not sure. Watching funny comments in chat. Yeah, people say whatever they want to say, and that's okay. I'm okay with that. But yeah, there's always some good, funny stuff going on in the comment section. But hey, guys, now I'll go ahead and give you the last of the day's show. Is the quote of the week, and it's a really simple one. It's a really fun one. It's nothing too heavy. I'm not gonna get all spiritual on you. I'm not gonna get all inspirational on you. We're just gonna say from another actor, from a great actor. His name is Jack Nicholson. You all know who he is, and he said this: beer, it's the best damn drink in the world. It's time to say goodbye. That's right. And I leave you with that because, well, we talked about milkshakes, and we talked about fruit shakes, fruit smoothies, and we talked about giving up chocolate, and we talked about giving up cheese. But really, have a blessed Thanksgiving. Thank you so much, Martin. I agree. Yeah, it's the best damn drink. You know, the thing about beer is you don't need to be an alcoholic. I drink a few times, maybe just Sundays. I just drink like Sundays. I don't exasperate myself drinking, being an alcoholic. But thank you for a great beer show. Drunatic, thank you for showing up. I couldn't have done it without you guys. Great show, Danny. Have a great week, everyone. Thank you, Tenacious Free. But yeah, that's the quote of the week. Thank you so much. For those of you that celebrate Thanksgiving, thank you, Bubba. I wish you all a Thanksgiving, a happy, good time with your family, with your friends. If you're doing it in restrictions because of COVID, don't worry. We're going to have this time back again. Thank you, Frank. Thank you, Uncle John. Thank you. I'm going to miss you, Uncle John. Isaiah, thank you. I'm going to miss being at the house and eating with my family, but I know we'll have those times again. So if you're down about it, you know, stay up, stay positive. Think about the future, and it's going to come. Thank you so much, Aquanauts, Jens. Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving. If you don't celebrate, how do we know the schedule ahead? So the schedule next week will be 3 o'clock. You can add me on Instagram and on Facebook, and I always post the day of the show, what time the show will be on, like a little clip. So next week will be next Saturday, probably at 3 o'clock. So stay tuned for that. Guys, wherever you are in the world, thank you so much for showing up. Have a great day. Thanksgiving. Dad, hope you're doing good. Have fun. Lisa, hope you're doing good. All my family, my friends, thanks for showing up. Yes, Richard D. Christina. Yes, Rick, happy Thanksgiving. Guys, enjoy yourself. Eat some food. Have a great time. Does he eat that chip? Yes. I'm going to eat it, Uncle John, next week. See you next week. Next week, I'm going to eat that chip, 3 o'clock. And it's going to be terrible. I'm going to be choking. Bye, everybody. Thank you so much. Hope to see you there. Remember, next week's show is Saturday at this time. Thank you so much. I'm Travel Man Dan. And remember, it's a big world out there. Make sure you see every bit of it. Bye-bye.